Okay, the program will start now.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Haldar Sahu, Head of the Department Commerce, for the inaugural address.
Good morning, everybody. Esteemed Deputy Registrar and Major Dr. Jaidev Sahu, HOD Department of English, Kalahandi University. Esteemed guest speakers of today, Sri Vishwabandhu Padhi Sir, Chief Business Officer, Manikeshu Agro, other faculty members, dear students, media personnel, and all other respected dignitaries. It is my proud privilege and joy to inaugurate the second day's event and to brief you what we are going to do today. So our intention of this national workshop, as I discussed these things yesterday already, that it is intended for capacity building among the students, skill developments, and for that purpose, from seminar we tilted to a different angle of it and we started this national workshop. Yesterday we had many business leaders coming here discussing about their business plans, how they grow, how they face the challenges of the real world. Today we are having this session which is intended for the professional development, and mostly we are going to have those kind of guests who would be having the professional leadership, and they would be interacting with you, they would be sharing their experience and how they have reached to that stage. That is the intentions of today's event. We would have guest panelists from different segment of professions, like some of them are CMA, some of them are CA, CS, some of them are tax consultant and MBA. So these people have expertise in their areas and their field of expertise. So all those people would be joining us today in the afternoon sessions. Without making further delay, it is time to introduce our guest of honors and special speaker, Honorable Devi Prasad Mishra sir. He is the OSD to उनको म्यूट करो थोड़ा सर को थोड़ा म्यूट करो हाँ सर इट्स माय प्राउड प्रिविलेज टू इंट्रोड्यूस प्रोफेसर देवी प्रसाद मिश्रा वाइस चांसलर विक्रमदेव यूनिवर्सिटी सर एज ए म्यूट कर दो उसे म्यूट Professor Mishra has a versatile careers and has played various roles in academic and administrative segments. He has, to his credit, published 12 books, 130 research papers, guided 27 PhD scholar and numerous MPhil scholar. He has been in various position and administrative roles in FM University before joining as OSD to Vikramdev University. We are proud to have you here today, sir, and we are waiting for your inaugural address to the student. Thank you, sir. Over to you. Sir, please, you could start now. On mute karo. हाँ, होगा.
You are telling to me, hello? Everyone. The So very good morning. Please go ahead. I have already given you an introduction to the crowd. So please go ahead, sir.
You have, in the meantime, I have just went to the last report. In the meantime, you have given my introduction. Hello.
सर आप अपने आप को म्यूट किए हैं एक्सक्यूज मी सर यू आर म्यूटेड योरसेल्फ प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ
Just a
यू
minute.
आर नॉट एबल टू हियर यू प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ सर So kindly unmute.
I have unmuted. Is it audible?
उधर म्यूट हुआ है
Hello.
Sir, it's our privilege to have you here. Sir, I have given you introductions. Dr. Jyoti Sach, professor, he has been a critical source of inspiration for many of our students. He has been teaching for past 3 decades. Sir has published several articles and books. To his credit, he has 12 books, 130 research papers. He holds 4 patents and guided more than 27 students who are doctoral scholars under his supervision. Before joining these institutions, he had served in AKN University, including in various positions like Director IQAC and Chairman of the Council. Sir has many publications and academic assignment also. He has done nationally and internationally. He has visited many countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Laos. To his credit, he has published several articles in national and international reports. Sir, we are proud to have you here today in our institutions. We are looking forward to your kind deliberations. It's a pleasure to have you here, sir. Now over to you.
Thank you very much. Now it is audible. My voice is audible. Hello. My voice is audible or not? Okay. Thank you very much. Esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor Nivedita Nath Madam, respected guest of honor, Dr. Jayadar Sahu, Deputy Registrar of your University, respected Head, Department of Commerce, Dr. Haldar Sahu, respected resource persons, participants, dear students and ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I express my gratitude to Vice Chancellor Madam for giving me the opportunity to address in this workshop. Coming to the topic, that is business and professional leadership, it's quite a very interesting and exciting one particularly for the commerce and the management discipline. In this particular workshop, I'll talk on the fundamental issues that will cover what is the role of business leadership in a professional environment, what are the business leadership styles, how to become a successful business leader. Of course, these are the pertinent issues, questions that will come to everybody's mind. Apart from that, I will also talk on entrepreneurial leadership. Now, coming to the core issue, that is business leader. Actually, what is business leader? Business leader is one who is guiding his team members, making strategic decisions and achieving organizational goals. The leader here sets the tone for the company's culture and inspires employees to give their best to the organization. That is what we call as a business leader. In other words, we can say that business or professional leadership involves in guiding and inspiring team members to achieve goals, covering skills. What are the skills? Communication, decision making, conflict resolution, etc. and etc. And these are the vital, as you know, these are the vital issues for the success of any kind of business organization. Now, before we know the role of the business leadership in an organization, first of all, let us see the leadership styles. First, we should know what type of leadership styles that they possess. Actually, there are different authors, there are different categories of leadership styles, but more or less, these are the 5 leadership styles we generally see. One is autocratic, another one is democratic, third one is leadership, fourth one is transformational, and the last one is servant type of leadership. Now, when you talk of autocratic leaders, what is that? Autocratic leaders, they generally make decisions independently and they have the high degree of control. They take the decision independently, they never allow the others to take the decisions, and also they have the total, most in the organization, this type of leadership, they have the total control of the organization. And second type is democratic. Here, democratic leaders, they particularly involve their team members. In an organization, there are many people working. The core members, they constitute, that is the team members. And the democratic leader, they involve their team members in decision making, encouraging them for different collaboration and participation. That means it is just contrary to your autocratic type of leadership. Then another type of leadership style is leadership. Here, leaders provide minimal direction. They never give more direction, they give less direction and allow these team members to make their own decisions. This is the third type. Fourth one is transformational leadership. Here, these leaders inspire and motivate their team members to achieve extraordinary results and develop a sense of purpose and vision for the organization. Means here they want to reform. They give more and more stress or emphasis on transformation, and they expect more and more good results. That means good results, and they will just incorporate in the minds of the team members about the purpose of the organization, the goals of the organization, what is the vision and mission of the organization, like that. And the last one is your servant leaders. They give priority to their team members. What is their requirement? And accordingly, they provide the resources, support, etc. So these are the 5 broad categories of leadership type. Each leadership has got its own merits and demerits. We are not going to discuss on the merits and demerits, but I tell you that each one has its own merit and demerits. But I think based on the situation, based on the business environment, at least 2 different leadership styles, when they combine together, that will produce better organization, better result for the organization. Suppose you take the case of, say, your autocrat. He will take the decision. He has the control over the organization, but he never allows others to say something about the organization. That is a fact. But if you take the case of the democratic leadership, he allows other people to join himself participate, discuss, and take the decision. So here, out of this 5, if you add one to another 2, at least if you take the hybrid type, then the organization will give more result to the that style will give more result to the organization. Now coming to the role of business leader, what type of roles they play? They play a number of roles for the organization. One is your contribution to the organization success. That means if there is a strong leadership, he will set the goals and he will devise the procedure, and following that path, it will bring success to the organization. That means, in other words, we say that the role of the leader is to contribute for the ultimate success of the organization. Second one is the engagement of employees. We call it as employee engagement. If there is an effective leadership, it will always give emphasis on employee engagement. It will give motivation, and that motivation will give the employees the job satisfaction, and that is very, very important for the organization. And the third one is your leader will provide or pave way for innovation and creativity. And you know, innovation is very much essential. If there is a creativity, ultimately we will get innovation, and leadership will give innovation and creativity, then definitely that will lead to better offering of product and services to the vendor, so to the customers. If there is no innovation, if there is no creativity, means the old outdated things will be. But if an organization gives emphasis on, say, innovation, creativity, then definitely that will lead to manufacturing of more and more good quality of products, or say the product and the services will get at a cost effective. That is very important. Then the next one is ensuring adaptability and the resilience. See, many times things are changing, but there is a objection to that. There is a resistance for that. But the leader should be such person that it will adjust to the situation. A strong leadership will help in the organization to adapt to the changes and to become more and more resilient in the face of challenges, and definitely that will give reward to the organization in the long run. That is very important also. Then another role is promoting what you call that is ethical content. You see, nowadays most of the organizations what they do, they practice unethical things. But ethics is very important. Many organizations you won't find there are manufacturing duplicate products, less quality products, like that. But here, the leader is good. We will always ensure the practice of ethical code of conduct. That means leaders with ethics. If the leader is ethical, he possesses that quality, definitely he will promote the culture of integrity and accountability in the organization, and he will allow to build trust and credibility in the organization. All these roles of the leaders are very, very important from the organizational point of view, and I can say that these qualities are, say, these are the roles generally the leaders they play in the organization. Now, coming to the next one, what are the qualities that will make the leader or leadership an effective one? But to become an effective leader, what are the qualities or traits you must possess? At least we should also know. So there are few important qualities, or we can call it as traits or qualities you must possess. First one is vision and direction. Leaders should have the vision and direction. When we talk of business leader, for the success of the business, we must have the goal. And how to achieve that goal, we must have the mission. And before, and we must have the mission. And before that, we set our vision. What should be our vision? What should be our mission? How to achieve these things a leader should possess. Second one is your motivation and inspiration. Motivation, how to motivate the workers, how to inspire the workers. That quality should a leader must possess. If you are not motivating your team members, if you are not inspiring your team members, then they won't work hard for the organization. You cannot achieve the success of the organization. That's why that leader must possess the quality like motivation and inspiration. Third one is your communication. Communication is another quality that the leadership must possess. Leaders should have the strong communication skills. This is essential. Why? To convey the information, providing feedback, building relationship with the team members. If you want to communicate within yourself, then what will happen? I will communicate to you, then only you can understand what I am saying. Similarly, if you reply me, if there is no communication link, then whatever you say, reply, I cannot understand. So there must be proper way of communication. That skill the leader must possess. And the next important thing is decision making. And this is very, very important. Most of the leaders, they fail in taking good decisions, appropriate decisions at appropriate time. So leaders should possess quality like making sound decisions. And these decisions, they can take with the available information, considering the different factors, and the decision must result good outcome for the organization. If you take a decision, no doubt, but that decision must give reward to the organization. That must give result to the positive result to the organization. So decision making is a very important issue, that quality. And the next one is conflict resolution. You see, in many organizations you will find people they are just making conflicts. But in the three, you this or who is there to solve that problem? If there is a conflict, the leader has come to the forefront. He has to understand the problem. He has to solve that conflict resolution. Solving the conflict, solving the problem, that is another quality of the good leader. And next one is your delegation and empowerment. If you see the case of autocratic leader, he will control, he has the control over the organization. He will not allow others to take any decision. In that case, what happens is not giving the responsibility or authority to his team members. Just he has the central power, but that is not good for the organization. He must delegate the power. He must delegate the responsibility, and he must empower its own team members, its own employees. Then only the employees will feel that they have the proud of becoming the member of the organization, and they can discharge their responsibility properly. That is very important. And adaptability. So under different situations, how the leader is adaptable to the changes, to the situation, and we must navigate the situation in such a manner that if there is any uncertainty, any change, you can just make adjustment and achieve the goal. There are problems, and how you will solve the problem. Depending upon the situation, you have to adjust. That adaptability means adjustment with the situation. Then next one is ethical standards. As I told already, that the leader must have the ethics. If he lacks these things, how can he say good things for the other members? So first, let him be ethical, and he must have the integrity and uphold the ethical standards. Then only he can build trust and credibility among the staff members and also within the organization. This I think is very, very important. This I think is very, very important for the organization. If I am not ethical, then how can I preach ethics to others? So before I speak good things to others, first of all, let me become good. That is very important. Then another one is relationship, and he should have the quality how to build good relations with the employees. He must cultivate the strong relationship with his team members, other stakeholders, and other key persons, and that is a good quality for a leader. Then the last one I tell you, that is, he must have the quality to allow the improvement, continuous improvement. That is, leaders should commit to what? Continuous improvement. He thinks that, oh, enough is enough, I should not do more things for the future. Not like that. He must go on refining the activities, he must go on improving the activities, he must devise his own strategies, how to go on refining the activities, improving the activities on a continuous basis. That is very, very important. Then only the organization will give good result or better result for the organization. And coming to the last issue, that is entrepreneurial leadership. What is that entrepreneurial leadership? That is leadership and entrepreneurship. Both are, I think, they are intertwined, they are interlinked. When we talk about entrepreneurship, it involves designing, launching, and running a new business. Of course, maybe sometimes with starting a small amount with the aim to grow. So, entrepreneurship in simple way we can define that it involves designing, launching, and running a new business. Maybe big business or small business. And if you start a small business, anticipating that you will grow in future. On the other hand, entrepreneurship leadership, I'm not talking of only entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurial leadership, it focuses on inspiring and motivating team members to achieve the common goal. So here, entrepreneurial leadership means it takes the qualities, the best qualities of entrepreneurship as well as leadership. Then only we can call it as entrepreneurial leadership. But to become an effective entrepreneurial leadership, I give you the hint. You must possess 5 important C's and 5 important P's. Now, what are the 5 important C's? One is clarity, second one is cash flow, third one is culture, fourth one is customer, the fourth one is clarity, cash flow, culture, customer delight, and communication. That means you must have the clarity on the business, what is doing. You must understand or know what will be the probable inflows and outflows of cash. You should know the culture prevailing in the organization. And we must also know the things, how to satisfy the customers, means customer will make delight. And we must possess the communication, proper communication ability. If these 5 C's are present, then entrepreneurial leadership will become very effective. Similarly, there are 5 P's. What are the 5 P's? Number 1 is persistence. Persistence means strong determination. Second one is patience. You must have the patience. Third one is purpose. Purpose means the aim and goal of the organization. Then next one is people. You must understand the sentiments, attitude, behavior of the people. Then the last P is profit. You see, anybody is doing business, the ultimate aim is to earn profit. Without, I think, profit is the driving force for running the business. Any entrepreneur, any businessman who is doing the business, his ultimate aim is to earn profit. Maybe high, maybe low, depending upon the situation, but if there is no profit, then nobody will venture into business. So these are the 5 C's and 5 P's. If these are present with the person, then we call them as effective entrepreneurial leadership. So this is my talk, and I hope to what extent I have impressed to my audience. I do not know, but given me the opportunity again, I express my deep sense of gratitude to Madam Vice Chancellor and Head of the Department. Thank you very much.
We are trying to address the matching and the is started from automatic leadership to democratic leadership. We wanted to get 5 C's and 5 P's of business. It was really an incredible experience and amazing discussions with you. We really felt enlightened and even our students will definitely learn anything from your deliberations. We are proud to have you and blessing to you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I will hand over to Professor Development of our University by Chancellor and say something you are based on. Please, ma'am. I guess there is some technical glitches in the process. Ma'am, I'm joining the etc. We are proud and privileged to have you here. Thank you so much for your kind time.
I think you must try.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Professor Devi Prasad Mishra, OSD, Vikramdari University, for joining and delivering such an excellent deliberation. We are truly honored by your presentation, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Welcome. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Right.
Thank you, sir. It would have been so nice to have you here physically, but anyway, this is new online. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Namaskar.
Thank you.
मैडम चाली मोर बीडीए डिपार्टमेंट फंक्शन अच्छी से अटेंड करने जाऊँगी सो मत विदाय दिंतु रही थैंक यू नमस्कार
We are very privileged to hear from Professor Devi Prasad Mishra, sir. Now I would request Dr. Haldar Sahu, sir, to formally introduce our guest of honor.
It's indeed an immense pleasure to introduce our guest of honor today, Dr. Jaidev Sahu. He is the head of the department. Now, when I talk about leadership, now he is one such leader. His name revolves around every point of time in this university. Because even in fact, if you could see his name throughout his career, he started as a captain, then becoming a major. These roles are really leadership. Basically, you would be leading a contingent, leading a group from beginning. Now, apart from that, he has been leading the Department of English so beautifully, so long, and he shows the path. Even in fact, they started the international and national conferences in their university. That's what the first leader brings, and we are following the path, I believe. So thank you so much. We are proud to have you today, sir. We would like to listen from you. Would love to listen from you. Thank you.
Thank you. Esteemed Vice Chancellor, Dr. Nivedita Nath Madam, the head of the department, who himself is a leader, Dr. Haldar Sahu sir, all faculty members, all invited guests, and another leader is here, Dr. Pallisri Patnaik Madam, for whom I have a special regard for her leadership. The style of leading, you see, everybody, style is the man. Style is the man, remember. Everybody is playing cricket, but somebody is playing in a beautiful manner, beautiful way, attracting the attention. Everybody cannot be Sachin Tendulkar, everybody cannot be Virat Kohli, and everybody cannot be the leader that has already been stated by our speaker, the OSD from Bikram Dev University, Jaipur. And my dear, you see, smart people, I always say the smart people to the students of the Department of Commerce and the leaders of this, you see, country. All of you are the leaders of the country. Unless you are a smart man, the first criteria to be a good businessman, to be a leader, is to be smart. If leader is not smart, then remember that the organization will fail. The organization will fail. So a leader has to be a very smart one, including all other features which have been narrated by the speaker. That he has to be ethical, that he has to be innovative, ethical, innovative, okay, and adaptability must be there. Adaptation is one of the best, you see, features of a leader. Okay, luha janigri pen piavatta. There is adaptability. Luha janigri pen piavatta. There is adaptability. So the topic, beautiful topic, is to be discussed in front of you, and many speakers have discussed, and really I am elated, delighted that the commerce students, you see, large in number, they are, you see, starting say from morning till evening, they have been listening very, very, you see, carefully. And that is another criteria of a leader, listening. A leader is to be a listener, a good listener. We have been teaching AEC, okay, to our students. In communication, we have been teaching that listening leads to speaking, listening leads to good communication. So a good listener is a good leader, and you people are listening. Heads up to you, and really I am so much delighted. I am thankful to Dr. Haldar Sahu and his team for organizing such beautiful workshop in an innovative way. Everybody is conducting national seminar, but Dr. Haldar Sahu said, no, I shall conduct national, you see, workshop, because workshop will be more relevant, workshop will be more helpful than the seminar. The speeches are meaningless unless they are executed, and that execution is here in your workshop. My dear friends, I shall not go to theory. Theory part has been dealt with by many professors. I shall come to some examples, and through examples I shall be telling you about the business leader and the professional leader. All of you know God Kubera. Kubera? Anybody who doesn't know? Of course, students from other you see, religion may not know, but those who are Hindus, they know Kubera, the god of wealth, the god of wealth. So Kubera is in charge of the finance of the heaven. Understood? And he monitors the wealth. Remember that he is such a leader. If you study properly, Kubera is such a leader from whom all the business leaders should learn. What does Kubera do? Kubera is described as the miser among the, you see, gods. Kubera pakhare bahut dhana achi kintu dhana se kahaku daba nahi. And gods, they are hurt because Kubera is controlling all the finance of the, you see, heaven. Okay, what happens? How he prospers, how he manages. Even if the food grain is dropped, he is picking it up. He is picking it up. So nothing is to be destroyed, everything is to be stored properly and should be in the use of the public, for public benefits, those should be used. Remember that God, Kubera, of course, sometimes became very egoist. How? He said, I am very wealthy man, I am a wealthy man, and I can feed everybody. The gods, even the human beings, to everybody I can feed because I have many jewelry, I have a lot of wealth, and I can see, I am all in all. केते बेले केमती जे धनी हे जाए टिके गर्वटा माने प्रवेश करे. And when the pride enters, false pride no problem. When false ego enters the mind of the leader, the organization is destroyed. How the organization is destroyed, I am telling you. That Kubera koile je mu samasto koi paribi. He typed an invitation card, as you people have typed the invitation card, sir, you come to national workshop, the Department of Commerce is going to organize. He invited everybody, including Vishnu. He is a very cunning man, Kubera. Kubera is in good deal with, very good relation with Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, and also Lord Shiva. So he wanted to please Lord Shiva and wanted to show his wealth. Look at, sir, how I am rich. So he went with the invitation to Lord Shiva. He said, sir, please, I would mane get together hobo, would launch day hobo, asibe. Lord Shiva is a kind of what? Dhulia Baba, and he is far from the madding crowd, all of you know. Yes or no? Far from the madding crowd. Se bichara kisi jiva asva nahi. Se kale, thank you, my dear. Very humbly he said, thank you, my dear Kubera. But yes, I shall send my representative. Who is sent? You see, Mr. Okay, I shall conclude, but I shall speak. You see, I shall speak. See, whatever in my mind, I shall speak and then go. 3 minutes in place of 3 minutes. I shall take 5 minutes. What happens? He sent Ganesha. He sent Ganesha, and all of you know Ganesha is known for his glutenship, the belly. Ganesha gale, mane tanku khaiba ko diya hochi, sabu jaha thila sabu sarai dele. Kale au achi ki nahi? Au diyo khaibi. Ye bhai se dekhile au kichi nahi, se debe kona? Pagla hi gale kale are kon emti bhagwan pathile jon ko je mor ete dhana sampatti sabu khai gale. Se ଦୌଡ଼ିଲେ ତାପରେ ଶିବଙ୍କ ପାଖକୁ, ହେ ପ୍ରଭୁ ବୁଦ୍ଧି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, ଆପଣ ପୁଅ ସବୁ ଖାଇଦେଲେଣି, ମୁଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ସନ୍ତୁଷ୍ଟ ନୁହନ୍ତି. ସିଏ କହିଲେ, ଶିବ କହିଲେ, ହସିଲେ, କହିଲେ ୟେସ୍ ମୁଁ ଦଉଛି. ସେ ଏତିକି ମାତ୍ର ଦାନା ଦେଲେ, କହିଲେ ଏଇଟା ପ୍ରେମର ସହିତ, ସ୍ନେହର ସହିତ ମୋ ଗଣେଶକୁ ଦେଇଦେବ, ସେ ଖୁସି ହେଇଯିବ. ସେ ଗଲେ, କହିଲେ ପ୍ରଭୁ ଗଣେଶ, ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଚିହ୍ନି ପାରିଲି ନାହିଁ, ଏଇ ନିଅନ୍ତୁ. ए टिके खाई दिंतु टिके खाली अच्छी खाई गला पेट पूरी गला. My point is, the leader is not to be, you see what, egoist. You should have humility, otherwise you are nowhere. The organization will collapse. Chanakya, you know, another great leader, professional leader, okay, who didn't take over the rule of any country, but through Chandragupta, he could do everything. My dear students, I wanted to speak more, but because the stricture is there and we have to stick to time, I should tell you that a leader should be ethical. If unethical, then again the organization will collapse. You see, Tata, Birla, okay, they have some kind of ethics, otherwise they won't survive. Narayan Murthy had some ethics, but now gradually Narayan Murthy, okay, the IT icon is going to be destroyed soon. What for? We should be ethical. Okay, everybody tries to be an entrepreneur, but he is not ethical. You can read the book written by Arvind Adiga in 2008 Man Booker's Prize. See, where Balram, Hawaii, he wants to be the entrepreneur by killing the owner. And he has become the entrepreneur, but my dear friends, unethical things will not last long. बहुत भलो लागुथिबो, टेस्टी लागुथिबो, डाबारे मटन दिया होची पुरी रे, मटन सहित बहुत टेस्टी लागुची, चर्बी फर्बी टिके पड़िकरी मस्त लागुची. काहीकि एमती लागुची? अरे भाई गो मांसटा पड़िची सेइथिरे. ढाबा बढ़िया चलुथिला, but the dhaba is closed and the dhaba owner is arrested. So my dear friends, ethical aspect should not be, you see, undermined, and all of you should be very much, you see, careful regarding that. I must tell you that by dint of your innovation, you can, you see, reach the apex. You can reach the apex. Apex ku tome jai paribo. And mane rakho, even a poor man can be a very rich man. Ei kichi din tole tome mane thilo ki nai ke jani? Iti Samanta madam asithile. Iti Samanta madam asithile kohuthile. We have struggled a lot. Achyuta Samanta ebang Iti Samanta. Bartaman a great leader. Okay, you can say professional leader or a business leader. Okay, can you get any such example than your Achyuta Samanta? से कहूले मु फूल जाइगिरी दौथिले विभिन्न घरे, मो भौणी माने बासन धौथिले अलगा लोकंकर, मो भाई माने तो अलगा काम करुथिले. Look at this, but he could prosper. Why he could prosper? Because of his vision. A leader has to be a visionary. Vision must be there. Here our leaders are there. They took everybody with them. And another thing I must tell you, the four features of a leader, that is your Samo, Dano, Danda and Bheda. All these four features must be there. If there will be time, I may explain this. Samo, okay, Dano, Danda and Bheda. These are the principles of our, you see, Indian people. Ebang ya madhyamare ame agei pariba. Darkar palle ame माने काहाकू इनिशिएटिव माने इंसेंटिव्स दबा. बिना इंसेंटिव्स रे पीपल विल नॉट वर्क. दे विल नॉट वर्क. दरकार पड़ले हमें तांको आकट करिबा. दरकार पड़ले माने ये जो माने साम दंड भेद डिवीजन भी करा जाई पारे. Then only your organization will survive. Otherwise your organization will not survive at all. Okay? So thank you. I am going to conclude, but again, this is my technique. Definitely I should end with a poem on a leader. With vision bright and steady hand, a leader walks with a dream so grand. With, you see, dream so grand, not for wealth or fleeting fame, but to build a lasting name, Through storms of doubt and wind so strong, they chart a course, they move along, risk and failure, lessons deep, teach the heads they wish to keep. Not just power, not just gain, they lived their people is their pain. Through wisdom's light and honor's grace, they build a future, set the pace. Like Chanakya, sharp and wise, seeing youth beyond disguise. Like Tata, bold yet kind. Tata is bold yet kind, very much kind-hearted. No company is there like Tata company who has been doing a lot for CSR corporate responsibility, you see. So Tata has been doing that. Like Chanakya, sharp and wise, seeing truth beyond disguise. Like Tata, bold yet kind, a legacy that stands through time. A leader leads, not walks ahead. Not walks ahead, simply alone he will not go. They spark the fire, they weave the thread. They spark the fire, they weave the thread. Not just to rule, but to inspire, to turn a dream into empire, to turn a dream into empire. Look at Dr. Haldar Sahu has now been an example, an epitome of that professional leader who has changed it. Look at, okay, through all these workshops and other things, okay, he has changed it. So, a leader like him can lead your department beautifully, can be a leader in future because he has a vision, because he has innovation. Anybody who has vision and innovation will prosper, and anybody who has ethics, he is ethical, you know. କୁହାଯାଉଛି ଆରେ କମର୍ସର ପିଲାମାନେ ଟିକେ କମ୍ ମାର୍କ ରଖୁଛନ୍ତି, ସେ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ସାର୍ କମ୍ ମାର୍କ ରଖନ୍ତୁ. What is the problem? ଯେ ଯେତିକି ମାର୍କ ରଖିବା ଦରକାର ସେତିକି ମାର୍କ ରଖିବା ଉଚିତ. If we give more marks, then he will not prosper in his life. Let him know, ତାକୁ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ଦିଅ ଯେ ତାର ମାନେ ଅର୍ଥଟା କୋଉଠି ଅଛି. Otherwise he will not struggle, and unless there is struggle, you will not be there. Struggle for existence and survival of the fittest. Charles Darwin. Thank you, Department of Commerce, for inviting me, thinking me as an eligible person to speak here. I am really humble and I shall remain obliged to you. Thank you, Department of Commerce ki jai.
Thank you, sir. As John Maxwell said, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. You have embodied that today through your words. We are grateful for your guidance, sir. Now I request Dr. Haldar Sahu, sir, to felicitate our guest of honor. Please. Sir.
Indeed, I am not a guest, isn't it?
Okay, we will take a 2 minute of short break, then we shall start our professional leaders talk. Thank you. Student, please stay tuned.
Please be seated when coming to 2 minute photo. Okay. Okay, thank you. Table mein. नहीं हैं?
Welcome everyone. Welcome to the professional leadership talk. Now I request Dr. Haldar Sahu to introduce our first guest of the day, Sri Naresh Agarwal, sir. Please, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Actually, yesterday Naresh sir was one of our speaker, but because of some business emergencies has occurred yesterday, because of which he could not come and could not join. So again, we are really happy that we got to here today. And sir has, to his credit, more than 3 decades of experience in business. Starting with nothing, reaching to the business of crores is nothing sort of in terms of saying that you could not imagine. Now in places where, like I was mentioning this before, that sir started his business at the time when nobody was thinking of business in Bhavanipatna. Bhavanipatna was such kind of place at that point of time, people were thinking it is one of the most backward pockets. Selling ACs and refrigerators, kind of luxury goods at that point of time, was a challenge. But he did it, and he succeeded in such a way he became distributor of total western region of this country, this state, and achieved in numerous volumes. That's we are going to listen from him. We are going to listen his story. Along with him, we have also another business leader with us today from Manikeshu Agro Goat Bank, Chief Business Officer Sri Vishwabandhu sir, Vishwabandhu Padi sir. He has, to his credit, he is a software engineer, even a local guy from Junagadh. And the moment I was contacting the Manikeshu Agro, he is also a founder member of that institute, that organization. They are dealing in a unique business, particularly goat bank. He is going to brief us that how they run the business and how they exactly make money out of it, how they serve the society out of it, how they produce goods and services to the society from this particular business. We are going to listen from such kind of excellent leader. Please, both of you are welcome to the panel. Please do.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Fine. Firstly, I would like to listen from Vishwabandhu sir that how they started this business of goat bank. What was the inspiration? What is the idea?
So I will firstly thank Halder sir for organizing such an innovative workshop, and then I would like to thank Mr. Jaydev sir for giving so many meaningful insights to the students. As he rightly mentioned, like speeches are not going to help the students. Rather, if we conduct such workshop and know the practicality of the business, that is going to help us in the future. So speaking about us, I would start about Manikeshu Agro. So Manikeshu Agro started in the year of 2015 in a village called Salevata, that is around 30 kilometers away from Kalahandi. So there I work as a chief business officer. So what we do is work in the entire value chain of goat. So when I say about the entire value chain of goat farming, it must be confusing for you students. So just to clarify you, if I talk about poultry or say fishery, you must have heard about companies like Suguna, Pasupati. In fishery, you must have heard about companies like Falcon, Magnum, those who work on the entire value chain. So goatery is such a neglected segment in whole India. We didn't have a single company in India who is working on the value chain. So I am proud to say that in India, the fast value chain company for goats is a company from Kalahandi. So what we do, so I would like to give a small video that would give a brief to the students about what we do. We can do that after Sir's introduction even.
Could we play the video?
So here you can see like what we do in the villages.
They will take 2 minutes. Okay, so basically you people are solving the logistic problem.
So it's not about the logistics problem. So I briefly give a few points.
Okay.
To work on. So when I say that we are a goat company, so what comes to your mind is that we only deal with goats. So not only goats, we deal with the infrastructure that a goat farmer wants. We deal with the feed.
Because the first thing that is there in our mindset, farmer is economic security. So I think that is something that is going to change. Making sure farmers and agriculture is equally exploited.
Beautiful. Actually, student, could you see something from this video that, as I was telling, there would be situation where you see problems and there are some people who bring solution. Manikeshu Agro saw a problem and they brought a solution. Now see, you could look at this thing. I will just brief you for 2 minutes, then I would be coming to sir again. See, try to understand what is their business concept is. The lady who is the founder member, Jayanti Mahapatra, she was in the picture. What she was saying that she was an ex-banker herself. So she understands the business of bank very well. So now they are in a goat bank. it is kind of lending initially and buying it back at the later point at buying a good prices. And imagine in the process, they have given employment to so many people. And so many families are getting their daily income out of it. And even in fact, in the process, they have trained so many people in those villages. They themselves become an expert in treatment of a goat. And that does not require them to visit and do some other thing. So they could grow the goats in a naturally and healthy way. So that is beautiful throughout vaccination and all. Sir, now you would like to add something more to that.
So I will define the goat bank model that Sir explained. So the goat bank model is a model like you have seen in banks. What you do is take loans, and what you have to do is pay on behalf of the loan. So goat bank is a model in which we give a farmer a loan of 2 goats. So there is no monetary involvement. It's all about goats. So in a loan, the farmer takes 2 goats, and as a part of EMI, those 2 female goats give 6 times, give 6 kids in 2 years. Each goat goes into pregnancy cycle 3 times in 2 years, and in each pregnancy cycle, it gives around 2 kids. So as a part of EMI, the farmer keeps 1 child to himself or herself and give 1 kid as a loan EMI to us. So for the farmer, it's like getting 2 goats free of cost and ending up with around 12 to 15 number of goats, like a herd size of 15 in 2 years. And along with it, we give services like vaccination, medication, and we have buyback solution for even goat manure and goat ghee. Because earlier the goat manure and goat ghee were not used in the villages. So it's not about only selling the product, it's about adding value to the product. So if I talk about a goat, the end product of a goat is mutton. So if a farmer is going to sell the goat in the mutton market, it's going to get suppose X amount of money. But in the lifetime of the goat, it's not earning any money from the goat. So what we are doing is buying back the goat manure, so buying back the goat ghee that the farmer is producing. In this way, the farmer is also getting some additional income out of the goat. That is how we are giving the solution to the farmer. So this is the goat bank model, and as Sir said about the treatment part. So that is a Pasu Seva Adhikari. This is, you can say, a private paravet service that we give. So in every village we find people who have like stopped going to, or people who want to do something, who are graduates. And what we do is give them paravet training that is of around 3 months. It's a 3-month training that we give to the young youth of the villages. It's a paravet training. In this they get trained about basic vaccination medical practices. Because we know in India, the veterinary doctors don't reach the last mile of the villages. So when we empower a particular youth of the particular village, all the farmers are able to get the treatment in the right time. So what is the impact of that? If I talk about what is the impact of this thing, you all will be surprised to know the mortality of goats in India is in excess of 30 to 40%. Yes, you are hearing it right. Like if a farmer has 100 goats, 30 die in a year. So the mortality of goats is around 30% in average. And this 30% has dropped down to 10% only because of timely vaccination and proper medication. So, so if I say that this 30% has dropped down to 10%, what is the impact? What is the impact? So I am giving a vaccination, particular vaccination, I am taking rupees, 10 rupees for vaccination. That is my income. That is a different thing. But what is the impact that the Odisha is having? What is the impact that Kalahandi is having? So when 20 more goats are saved for the farmer, so the income of the farmer is also increased. It's just buying power of the farmer increased. The farmer able to buy luxury products, buy more goods. As a result, the state is also going to gain tax on those things. So in a whole, if we are administrating around 1 lakh vaccine, we are adding around 40 crore of GDP to the state. So this is the thing we are trying to bring the change, adding GDP to the state in a micro level, and we aspire to reflect in a macro level very soon. Thank you.
See, when say Kalahandi being a location so remote, people believe that many business opportunity do not exist. It is your eye that defines the opportunity. They saw this opportunity now making this a national model, and when many people are also started following you. Now I would be going into some specific of your business. Likewise, we want to know that what kind of margin you have at this point, what kind of profitability, if you are comfortable to share those things. So that would be a good thing to understand for company perspective. We understood that in this process you have helped the society to a greater extent. Everyone, those who are involved with you, those who are connected to you, their economic status is improving as we could witness and we could understand the model. But how is it going for the company in itself?
So if I talk about margins, the margins are defined separately for various type of products. So as I mentioned, we deal in services like vaccination and medication. We deal with products that are Ayurvedic products, veterinary products that are for the goat, and products that are from the goat. Products from the goat as in goat manure, goat ghee. So we also make a soap out of goat milk, and we are soon coming up with goat milk cream and goat milk face wash. So these are products that are from the goat, and there are certain products that are for the goat. And services like vaccination, medication, building the state, and giving livestock. So if I talk about margin in numbers, so the products that we make from the goat, that are like goat ghee, goat milk soap, goat milk cream, these things have a margin, higher margin, that is in excess of 20%. But the services that we give, be it vaccination, be it medication to the farmers, those have lower margins currently because the operational scale is lesser, the geographic covered is lesser, so that has a lesser margin because that we are doing to benefit the farmer. Because in the longer run, what is going to do is solve the mortality issue of the goat, make a better breed in the whole area that is gradually going to decrease the mortality. So that is something that we do with lower margins. So overall, we are a for-profit company since 10 years. Do we have lower margins? We are a for-profit company since 10 years.
That is excellent to hear from you, sir. It's beautiful model. Even in fact, this is what the unique things in a businessman. They seize opportunities and they grab it and they make it profitable in the process to come with your consistent effort. We wish you all the best for that also in the years to come. Grow day by day. Now I would be coming to Naresh Agarwal sir to give his opening remarks regarding how he started a business like this and what kind of difficulty he faced initially and कैसे business को आगे बढ़ाए आप.
थैंक यू सर. अल्लाह सर बहुत इंसिस्ट थैंक यू फॉर वेटिंग फॉर मी फॉर अनदर डे. मैं तो पहले मेरा जगह देख रहा हूँ, मैं कहाँ था ये क्लास में. हाँ सर. सर मेरा नाम नरेश अग्रवाल है. नेहा फर्नीचर मेरा फर्म का कंसर्न है. 92 से मैं बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ और मैं फर्स्ट रेफ्रिजरेटर एयर कंडीशनर यहाँ सेल स्टार्ट किया था 92 में विथ डिस्प्ले. कोई यहाँ स्टॉकिंग नहीं करते थे. फर्स्ट रेफ्रिजरेटर एंड एयर कंडीशनर मैं सेल स्टार्ट किया हूँ और 92 से मेरा जर्नी नेहा फर्नीचर स्टार्ट किया हूँ. बहुत अप्स एंड डाउन है बहुत, पर मैं कुछ बोलने से पहले बता रहा हूँ, मैं कुछ बोलने आया था पर मैं सर से सीखा कि हम लोग ट्रेडिंग करते हैं, सर लोग एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं. इसमें बहुत डिफरेंस है. सर का इनोवेशन है, हम लोग उनका प्रोडक्ट तो सेल करते हैं पर इनोवेशन इनके पास है कि नया कुछ कर रहे हैं. हम जस्ट एक ट्रेडिंग है, प्रोडक्ट लाते हैं बस. मेरे बिजनेस में एक ही नया चीज़ है. मैं ट्रेडिंग स्टार्ट किया था 92 में और रेफ्रिजरेटर एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट है जो इजीली ट्रांसपोर्ट नहीं होता. तो मैं डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में गया और स्टार्टिंग सुंदरगढ़ से राउरकेला ये एरिया 8 to 10 डिस्ट्रिक्ट मैं कवर करता था और ट्रांसपोर्टेशन बहुत बड़ा चैलेंजेस था. मैं जो 407 उस टाइम मिनी ट्रक चलता था उसमें मैं बैठ के जाता था. 24 रेफ्रिजरेटर गाड़ी में रख के मैं डीलर के पास जाता था. जो चाहिए उनको स्टॉक देता था, जो अनसेलेबल है मैं लेके आता था। जैसे ये ट्रेडिंग को, ये प्रोडक्ट इजीली एक्सेसिबल नहीं था सबके लिए। कोई डीलर उस टाइम में 92 में कोई 20 पीस 25 पीस स्टॉकिंग नहीं करता था, और इसी तरह से जर्नी स्टार्ट हुआ। और क्या बोल सकता हूँ।
अच्छा ठीक है, बिकॉज मेरे साथ आपके साथ पहला जब इंटरेक्ट हुआ
ये हाँ,
आपने मुझे इतना ब्यूटीफुल स्टोरी सुनाया। बिकॉज बच्चों, जब आप लोग सोचते हो कि बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा चाहिए,
नहीं
तो नरेश सर खुद की स्टार्टिंग बहुत हम्बल है, इनके पास हालांकि नहीं के बराबर पैसा था, लेकिन एक मुझे इकोनॉमिक मॉडल शेयर करते थे। जब ये अपना स्टॉक लाते थे, कैसे ये वेट करते थे गाड़ी का और जिसमें माल भेजा करते थे। आप थोड़ा वो स्टोरी बच्चों को सुनाएंगे आप?
कोई भी बिजनेस करने से पहले फर्स्ट है इंफ्रा, फिर इन्वेस्टमेंट, फिर आता है इंटेंट। आप कैसे इन्वेस्ट करने का प्लान करते हैं, फिर आपका इंफ्रा देखना पड़ता है, आप कैसे उसको डिलीवर करते हैं, फिर आपका इंटेंट कैसा है कि आप बिजनेस को एंजॉय कर रहे हैं या नहीं कर रहे हैं। आप कुछ भी कीजिए, कोई भी ट्रेड कीजिए, फर्स्ट है आप उसको एंजॉय करना है कि मेरे को ये एक पूजा है, बिजनेस भी एक पूजा है। आप क्लास ले रहे आते हैं, ये भी इंटेंट है। कुछ भी कीजिए, आप स्पोर्ट्स में जाइए, कुछ भी कीजिए, ये एक इंटेंट भी रहना चाहिए अंदर से कि मेरे को कुछ करना है। तो मान लीजिए मेरे को 200 किलोमीटर ट्रांसपोर्ट में भेजना है, बरगढ़ भेजना है, संबलपुर भेजना है, तो मैं सुबह, सर को सब पता है, सुबह 6 बजे मैं जाके गेट में वेट करता था। वहाँ से वेजिटेबल ट्रक्स आता था, उनका नंबर मैं नोट करता था कि जैसे जाते टाइम मेरा 2 रेफ्रिजरेटर लेके जाएगा, मेरा इंफ्रा कॉस्ट घटेगा, मेरा जितना इंफ्रा कॉस्ट घटेगा उतना चीपर रेट में मैं उसको डिलीवर कर पाऊँगा और इतना इजीली सेल कर पाएगा। तो ये, मैं कोई अच्छा स्पीकर नहीं हूँ, मैं, आप मेरे शॉप में आइए, मैं आपको अच्छे से सर को कन्विंस कर दूंगा, पर प्लेटफॉर्म में कभी बोलने का मेरा आदत नहीं है, और मैं फर्स्ट टाइम कोई प्लेटफॉर्म शेयर कर रहा हूँ, और यदि कुछ
होता है।
थैंक यू, पर ये फर्स्ट टाइम है, मैं कहीं भी इंटरेक्शन में, ये सर का इंसिस्टेंस है, नहीं तो मैं नहीं आ रहा था।
देखो, एक इतना अच्छा बिजनेसमैन है, डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड इस मॉडल? Actually, if you hire a backing from here, Patna, to let's say Burger, to sell something, now you have to pay the to and fro, यहीं से जाने का और आने का, तो उसका एक्चुअली खर्चा बहुत ज़्यादा बैठ जाता है। तो सर का एक बहुत ब्रिलियंट आइडिया था कि कोई सुबह जाके उन पर खड़े हो जाते थे और गाड़ी का नंबर नोट करते थे कि कौन सा गाड़ी बरगढ़ से आ रहा है। This is the dedication on cost cutting. When somebody is starting a business with nothing, how to scale it up? So जाते थे, गाड़ी का नंबर नोट करते थे और उस गाड़ी को वेट करते थे और उस आदमी से बात करते थे कि देखो भाई, तुम्हें तो बर्गर रिटर्न करना है, कुछ मेरा रेफ्रिजरेटर ले जाओगे क्या? उसको भी कुछ पैसा मिल गया ड्राइवर को, और उसको तो वैसे भी खाली गाड़ी वापस जाना है बर्गर, तो इनका सामान भी चला गया। This is called economic model and looking at opportunity in the problem. We really appreciate for your story, sir.
आप कोई भी बिजनेस कीजिए, सब टीम वर्क है, अकेले आप कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे। टीम वर्क जरूरी है, कंपटीशन भी जरूरी है, आपको इंटेंट भी जरूरी है, इन्वेस्टमेंट जरूरी नहीं है। आप ऐसा सोचेंगे मेरे पास पैसा आएगा बाद में बिजनेस करूँगा, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। आप बिजनेस कीजिए, इंटेंशन सही रखिए, आपका जो इंटेंट है उसको सही रखिए, बिजनेस ऑटोमेटिक ग्रो करेगा। और प्लानिंग करके कुछ भी नहीं होता, आप प्लानिंग करके ही बिजनेस करेंगे ऐसा नहीं है। आपको जो मन में आए कीजिए, पर ऑनेस्टी के साथ कीजिए। बिजनेस में ऑनेस्टी भी है, कस्टमर से पोलाइटली बात भी करना पड़ता है। फर्स्ट बोलते हैं, फर्स्ट सेल योर सेल्फ बिफोर सेलिंग योर प्रोडक्ट। पहले आपको खुद को बेचना है, कैसे बेचेंगे? प्रेजेंटेबल होना है, पोलाइट होना है कस्टमर के साथ, उसके बाद ही आप प्रोडक्ट सेल कर सकते हैं।
Thank you so much for your input and insight, sir. Now I'll ask another question to Mr. Sir. See, you are dealing with those group of people, particularly villagers, very uneducated. Try to even to make them understand the concept of banking and model itself is difficult. Right? Dealing with such kind of people and giving something and taking it back in form of EMI, how difficult it is to handle that kind of thing.
So to answer this question, I would like to thank Agrawal sir that he mentioned something that we have to try. So there is no such particular rule that this is something that you should follow. A successful businessman or a successful entrepreneur is that person who is not afraid of failure. Because if you try one, you may try around 50 ideas, and maybe out of those 50 ideas, 10 ideas will fail. But you should not stop trying new ideas. That is what sir mentioned. So talking about the segment of people that we are dealing with, linking the financial activities to those people, how difficult it would be for us in such a terrain. I would say almost all of the villages are now know about the schemes, like there are many microfinance banks. There are many microfinance banks that have penetrated throughout India. So people know that if I am going to prosper in life, I have to be credible. My credibility should be intact. So to answer his question precisely, what we do, that I said about giving 2 goats. So if I am giving a farmer 2 goats and the farmer is repaying back in time, then he is getting 5 goats at the end of 2 years. So you know about credit score. How many of you know about credit score? Please raise your hand. Okay. So what is credit score? Yeah, anyone? Just stand up.
सर क्रेडिट स्कोर मतलब एक पर्सन का एलिजिबिलिटी होता है, कितना टाइम में पेमेंट कर रहा है, उसका इंस्टॉलमेंट या लोन वो लिया है, उसके हिसाब से उसका क्रेडिट स्कोर होता है बैंक में या किसी फाइनेंस कंपनी में, उसके बेसिस में बैंक उसको लोन प्रोवाइड करती है.
So credit score, or some of us say credit score, or some of us say it as civil score. So civil is a company like Civil, Experian, Creek. Those are companies, those who give credit score. So it's actually credit score. So civil, someone from you said civil score. So it's like calling a detergent soft. We call a detergent soft because soft is one of the oldest detergents. Similarly, civil is the company that is giving civil score to people since ages. So people call it a civil score. So similarly, a credit score. When the farmer gives back the gold in particular time, is giving us report in regularly, is not misbehaving, is going through all rules and regulations. That is how you are measuring the civil score of the farmer. That is how you are measuring the credit score of the farmer. So this is a like very rough way, not a rough, it's a raw way to measure the civil score. So how we are dealing with such farmers is measuring the credit score. So if a farmer is repaying back the loan of 2 goats, so we know the credit score of the farmer is good. And so that is how we give him 5 goats. So this is the way of measuring the credit score.
It is the indigenous development of that idea. That is what a businessman looks after, that how would I be tackling the challenges. And you innovate with the process as you go on doing the business, and that is beautifully you people are dealing with. But at the same time, even in fact very recently, for the knowledge of the student, microfinance industry association mentioning about the credit score. We have seen a lot of delinquency these days, people are not able to pay much. But in case of goat, I think you are big safe in that regard because they do have physical assets with them.
That's it. So goat is something, goat is a physical asset. So that is how we are controlling delinquency. And apart from that, from microfinance institutions, they take money that they spend, but from us they take goat that they rear. So we always have something that we have to take back. So at the worst case, what will happen is that the goat will get lost or the goat will die. And to tackle that situation, we have insurance for all the goats. So in situation like the goat is lost, the goat has died, we have insurance for all the goats. So that is minimizing the risk of delinquency.
Since there is a beautiful concept we have arrived out of this conversation, that is insurance premium for livestock, particularly goats like this. how much it costs you and what kind of margin it can is the process of you are paying the upfront fee to the insurance company, right?
So the insurance premium for goats is roughly around 5 to 6%, depending upon the insurance agency that we go for. So you can say that for a goat of around 6,000 rupees, you can insure a goat of 6,000 rupees for 300 rupees. So that is what most of the farmers are not doing in India. In Odisha, we have only one type of insurance support, that is from government of Odisha. But till now, I haven't heard a single claim story that has someone said that I have claimed the insurance. So I will also we are also spreading the awareness for the farmers, like to insure all the goats privately. Insurance plays a major role in deliberating the probability of loss. Insurance is something. Insurance doesn't mean the insurance is, company is paying out of its own pocket. Let's say there are 10 people and one of the people is having an operation for rupees 1 lakh. So when the particular person is going to the hospital, the particular person is paying 1 lakh rupees out of his own pocket, and that is difficult for him. But when this burden is shared among 100 people, so the burden is divided among the 100 people. So insurance is nothing but the distribution of the burden. So we also aware and urge all the farmers to do the insurance of the livestock, be it goat, be it cattle, be it anything. Just like insuring the lives of the humans, the livestock has to be insured.
Beautiful. Sir, as you mentioned that you are asking the farmers to do that. Correct? Your vaccinations and taking care of the goats are also so well that their chances of death is also very less actually. And that is also making their repayment very convenient for them, for you also taking back the EMI is very, very easy, I believe.
Yes, I will agree because vaccination and timely medication has played a vital role in decreasing the mortality from around 30% to around 10 to 15% in our locality. So this is a slow and gradual process because vaccination is something that people are still dependent on the government bodies. People don't buy vaccine privately because when we give vaccination, it comes in a vial of 100 to 200 vaccine per vial. So every small farmer cannot afford to buy vaccine, buy the whole packet of vaccine for 2 to 3 goats. So obviously the vaccination medication has reduced the mortality up to a very greater extent.
Since you are operating in a business environment particularly, I understand you are a businessman, basically your business is trading. So with change in technology, how do you deal with the inventory and how do you deal with the stock laying at your godown which go out of fashion?
जनरली आउट ऑफ फैशन नहीं होता ये ट्रेड में ईयर ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ज़्यादा काउंट करता है ईयर ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट ये कौन सा मंथ का प्रोडक्शन है जैसे सपोज एसी 2023 का आप अवेल नहीं करेंगे कंज्यूमर चाहेगा लेटेस्ट कोई 24 का हो 25 का हो इसमें मॉडल चेंज नहीं होता ईयर ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग काउंट्स इसमें डेड स्टॉक नहीं होता डेंट होता है मान लीजिए डैमेज गुड्स होता है उसको हम प्रॉपर मेंटेन करना पड़ता है कोई भी प्रोडक्ट हमको हैंडलिंग जो ईयर ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इसमें इंपॉर्टेंस है मॉडल आउटडेटेड कोई रिस्क नहीं है एक चीज़ मैं लेना चाहता हूँ सर आप लोग सब सुन रहे हैं आप लोगों में से कौन बिजनेस को अपना करियर बनाना चाहते हैं कोई बताएंगे
How many of you wanted to do business?
क्यों बोलिए क्या चाहते हैं बोलिए क्यों बहुत कम बिजनेस को अपना करियर चुनना चाह रहे हैं
Sir, I don't want to be employed. खुद का
हाँ करेक्ट करेक्ट तो आप ओनर बनना चाहते हैं करेक्ट नहीं खाली रिच बनना गोल नहीं है खाली रिच बनना गोल नहीं है ठीक, ये
खुद का एक ब्रांड बनाना है सर।
जैसे
सर अपना कुछ भी सर, अगर फूड बिजनेस हो गया या मतलब क्लॉथिंग हो गया, कुछ भी, तो लोग मुझे उससे पहचाने, मुझे एक गुडविल बनाना है सर मार्केट में।
तो बिजनेस को ही करियर बनाना चाहते हैं?
यस।
करेक्ट, गुड। और कोई? देखिए यहाँ पर अराउंड 100 बच्चे होंगे, 120, 200।
सर अगर बिजनेस करूँगा तो उसमें पूरा फ्री रहूँगा, किसी के नीचे काम करना नहीं पड़ेगा और मैं सर्व कर सकता हूँ बहुत सारे लोगों को।
करेक्ट।
एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट।
बिजनेस में आप CSR भी कर सकते हैं, आप बिजनेस भी कर रहे हैं, आप एम्प्लॉयमेंट दे रहे हैं, आप इसमें डाइवर्सिफाइड है, आप बहुत जन को आप एम्प्लॉय करेंगे। और कोई?
Anybody else has a vision for doing business? Okay, that's all we have 3 questions. So now finally actually we have another session to start at 12:10. So sir, I will be taking 5 inputs from you and 5 inputs from you for the students. आप 5 में तो कम से कम 3 कोई ऐसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ बच्चों को बता दें जो उनके लाइफ में फ्यूचर में बहुत हेल्पफुल है। प्लीज़ सर, विश्ववंदन सेशन में स्टार्ट करूँगा।
So before stating those 5 points, I would answer one thing that Sar questioned earlier, like how is inventory being managed in today's generation. So technology is something that has taken the role of everything. So we have many technology like CRM tools, ERP tools. So we have many ERP systems to manage the inventory. So if you guys are from the background of commerce and going to do business later in a stage of life, so to manage inventory, you can always take help of ERP tools. You can research more about ERP when you go home. So talking about 5 things that would help you in your career, I would like to start with education is important. So that is the myth that I will start something, I will drop out from college, because if you see around 1,000 people who have dropped out of college to start something of their own, out of it, you won't even find one person who has succeeded. Because the college dropout story that has been in the mind of the students lately is a myth. So that is point 1. And as few of you mentioned now, I want to start business because I want to be rich. I want to start business. One guy mentioned he wants to start business because he wants to be rich, and some of you mentioned that I want to start business because I want to be free. So to counter that, I would ask sir, it has been 30 years. Do you still find leisure time? Do you still find leisure time?
जब टाइम आपको मिलता है?
पूरा मिलता है।
कितना मिलता है?
फैमिली टाइम फर्स्ट देना चाहिए, आप कुछ भी कीजिए, फैमिली टाइम इज ए मस्ट। संडे
इनिशियल डेज ऑफ बिजनेस,
संडे जैसे सेकेंड हाफ बंद रहता है। नो
एग्जैक्टली, तो स्टाफ जैसे बोल रहे हैं कि संडे जैसे सेकेंड हाफ बन जाता है, वैसे एम्प्लॉय को भी तो सैटरडे संडे छुट्टी मिलता है। तो ये नहीं कि मैं अगर बिजनेस करना चाहता हूँ मैं पूरा फ्री हो जाऊँगा, मुझे कुछ करना नहीं पड़ेगा, मेरे पास टाइम ही टाइम रहेगा। So our goal should be creating an impact, creating some value. So when you start something to create value or impact, money is something that is automatically going to follow you. So always try to create value or impact. Because if I start selling, suppose I start selling this particular water bottle, fine. I make a particular water bottle that is cheaper than this particular bottle, and I start selling this water bottle for ₹8. So I will make some instant money because in the market the product is for ₹10, but my water bottle is for ₹8. I will make some instant money, but in few months people will stop buying the particular water bottle because of lower quality. So I shouldn't focus more on monetary benefit, rather than we should focus more on quality and impact. That is how we are going to excel in future. Like Sar stated about his business of furniture. If Sar would have given higher rate, or say lower quality goods at lower prices, do you think some would have succeeded and reached this stage of life? So what we should focus upon is money, not only money, that even about quality and impact of the product. So that is the third thing. And if I add about something else, I'd like you all guys to have some exposure, because exposure is the greatest knowledge that you can have. Like Halgar sir is organizing this workshop to give you exposure of 10%, but you have to gain 90% of exposure that you have to build self. Watch videos, move, like visit places, visit factories, visit manufacturing units, and gain exposure. Exposure is something that is going to help you in creating a business. That's all I'd like to say.
So there is a quickly 3 points per student. We are sticking to time at 12.
ऑनेस्टी, पोलाइट, एडप्टेबिलिटी। जैसे सिचुएशन होगा आपको एडप्ट करना है। बिजनेस में अप्स एंड डाउन जरूर रहेगा, खाली सक्सेस नहीं रहेगा। फेलुअर से नहीं डरने का, फेलुअर भी आएगा तो डबल सक्सेस आएगा। राइट सर?
Thank you. Honesty, polite, and you need to be adaptive to the thing. Thank you so much for your kind words and guidance for our student. We are playing. It is indeed a pleasure to have you both of you here today. Now we will do the felicitation. Elder sir will announce the result.
I request Dr. Haldar Sahu sir to felicitate Vishwabandhu Padi sir. Sir, please felicitate Naresh Agrawal sir. Okay, now we shall start our online session.
It's an incredible opportunity for me to invite our panelists today. We have Shara Prasad Moon. He was a student of this university. He was a student of this university. He has done MBA in finance and has excelled to that level today. Now he is handling the front hand treasury department of Piramal Enterprises. He himself is an incredible personality, having experience in academics and doing great. At the same time, we have another dignitaries with us, who is Abhishek Ranjan Sir, having years of experience in industry lobbying and meeting with people from industry, academia, and doing liaising with the governments, and how you convey your message to the government, listen to them and getting your work executed, making your law pass or the thing which you want to be seen in the laws. That is a very tough challenge, and being a negotiator in the middle itself brings lot of qualities and leadership in you. We are proud to have you today, sir. Abhishek Ranjan, sir, it's an honor to have you today, and thank you for giving your time for us. At the same time, Riya Pandwani, as a excellent student. I have mentored her personally. I have seen her personally grow. In a very limited time, she become a senior and doing the job of the company secretary at Caspian NBFC. As a non-banking financial corporations having very good traction. Initially, this is kind of a startup, but they are growing exponentially. And perhaps there are the people who work at the back of it. And this is their success and it is their day and night efforts that brings a business to a success. So I heartily welcome Kriya to this panel discussions. So I would be first going to Abhishek Ranjan sir to give his inaugural remarks and address. And thereafter I will be listening for another 10 minutes from Karakasa Moon sir. Then I will go to Riya Pandwani and thereafter I will open the panel for discussion. Is that fine, everybody? I think Abhishek Ranjan sir, please over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Chirag. So, good morning everyone, this is Abhishek. I'm really glad that Dr. Halda has invited me to this excellent meeting, the Indian alumni of the College back in 2007 to 9, and then migrated to the state for professional journey. So it has been a good journey so far, and I'm happy that I have joined the delegates, the panel to be here. So Mr. Chirag, can I share a brief presentation just to that part?
Of course, you will do.
Thank you so much. So is my screen visible?
Yes, sir, we see it.
Yeah. So let us begin with my educational journey till now. So I myself I graduated in computer science from Government Commerce College in Vietnam. And after that I did my MBA in management from Keynote University. After that I got the opportunity to work with Access Livelihood Consulting Firm, that is basically a livelihood consulting firm. And then I got the opportunity to work with Care India in the year 2014 and a remote place of Bihar. After that, I got the opportunity to work with United Nations Population Fund in the year 2015 to 17 at the district profile, and then I got the opportunity to work with UNICEF supporting the health administration of government of Rajasthan. After that, I joined UNFPA again, supporting the government of Odisha, district administration, Dhanabaram, Kalani district, on the aspirational district program being anchored by Nipuayo. After that, I got the opportunity to work with Center for Catalyzing Change in the year 2022 and 23. And currently, I am associated with FICCI as the assistant director under the skill development domain. So I'll just run through the skill sectors of PICCI, how the skill policy is being crafted and how we portray to the government, what steps process are being followed. So just to give a sense like how policy are designed at the government level and the industry level. Since you bring commerce graduates it is essential to know how policies are crafted, how it is being implemented, how policy papers are crafted. So just I'll take a few minutes on that. So to speak about FICCI, it is a pride of India. It has started its journey in the year 1927. It has its relationship before independence, when we were being governed by the British colonial administration, and since then we have been into action, supported the industry then and supporting the industry now. So what we do is we influence in shaping the policy, we advocate for industry, we develop research papers and reports. In terms of engagement, we foster debate. We work with the government, at the same time we work with the industry, and we also recognize industry. If we talk about the reach, we have 250,000 companies associated with us. We have a global network of business and first contact of business. So what exactly it does, it connects Indian and international businesses. It drives industrial growth and innovation, it builds consensus among sectors, different sectors. Just I'll take you through the sectors. So these sectors on your slide is what FICCI deals with. Name any sector and FICCI has its footprint. Starting from agriculture to defense to environment to biodiversity to civil aviation, name any sector that you are aware of, there are 39 sectors which contributes to the GDP of the nation. It goes beyond that. It supports in the emerging sector as well in terms of policy deliberation, policy. So basically, I deal with the skill development department, and we support in policy development for the country. So about the skill development, it is very imperative for achieving this ambitious growth of becoming a 5 trillion economy, and it supports in promoting employability, competitiveness and economy. So we align its initiative and work with the national policy and skills of skills execution and employment. These stakeholders with whom we associate with is Ministry of Skill Development, Ministry of Labour and Employment, Ministry of Education, Media, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, National Council for Vocational Education and Training, National Skill Development Corporation, and State Skill Development Business. So what exactly we do? We basically focus into this 4 quadrant, policy advocacy. We work with the amendment of Apprenticeship Act. We work with we work with labs, national apprenticeship professional scheme. We work with the dual system of training. We work with flexible national skill policy. We also support the Ministry of Skill Development in Prison Media 2024-7. We work with the experts from the skill sector of India. We also collaborate with the Prime Minister's Office on Skilling Initiative that is being undertaken by FICCI. In terms of thought leadership, we prepare global skills mobility. We work on the future of jobs report. We work on the skill gap study in the electronic manufacturing sector. We work on the framing of national framework of career guidance and policy. And also we work on the employer and model adaptation. So we have engagement in states in terms of summits and workshops. We have this India's largest global skills summit where we collaborate with government, we collaborate with academia, we collaborate with industry. Additionally, we also do some projects with the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, that is the Prime Minister Agency scheme. We collaborate with the BRICS. FICCI is the secretariat for BRICS and skill development in India. And we work for the skill for job, modern careers, academic students, and some of the activities, good activities we carry out. So in terms of thought leadership, we develop some knowledge papers, future of jobs 1, 2, 3. We work on the local skills mobility report. We work on the demand-driven skilling of electronic and manufacturing sectors. We work on the skill India reform. We work on the media industry 4.4. National framework for career development and guidance and counseling for and previously work on implementation of apprenticeship in India. We support the government in framing these policies. So policy है आपको ये चेंज नहीं हो रहा तो स्लाइड आगे मूव करेंगे
Yeah, now it's changing. Thank you, sir.
So I'll keep it on this one. So in terms of policy advocacy, we work with the Ministry of Energy, Ministry of Semiconductor, Automotive, Construction sector, and we have industry members with us. We have delegation along with the ministries counterpart. We provide regular feedback to the Ministry of Skill Development. We take inputs from the industry bodies, we take inputs from the companies that are associated with us, and we pass on these inputs, recommendations, representations to the government. We also provide input on developing on the proposed national skill policy. We work with the Ministry of Skill Development on the flexi new dual system of training, skilling and digital hub, job exposure, amongst them. We also provide critical analysis of upgradation of ITI with the urban scope model that has been under for recently for the government. So we also work regional summits and workshops. Recently we completed the Speaker Skill Summit at Odisha on 25th of March, couple of days back, where we had the privilege of having Sir Samuchandra Swai as special guest. We also had a similar event at Mumbai named as West India Skill Summit. We also had a North India Skill Summit that we had invited ministers to visit the offices. So these are some of the events which we had in the past. Global Skill Summits in August 2025 we will be having the 16th version of Global Skill Summit where we have stakeholders from around the globe. We have European countries participating in the event. We have government from different countries. We have local academics. We have, of course, industry is a major player at this event. Additionally, we observe awards each day, and also we conducted the skill monthly back in 2024-23. So this is one of the initiatives that we do this sort of CSR for people, that is traditional cluster development. We provide annual support to the northeastern state on developing clusters for traditional skills that they have. Main traditional skills like jam making, local packing. We collaborate with the Sector Skills Council of India and collaborate with local organization units to provide training and product certification. We deal with the bank and ensure that these trainees ultimately become micro entrepreneurs and carry forward their journey as in the development, self-development and so this is one of the flagship program that is being anchored by us, that is Prime Minister Internship Scheme. Please go and visit the Prime Minister Internship Scheme website that is being anchored by Minister of Corporate Affairs. On the slide you can see Secretary herself, Sri Tigaur Mukherjee from the Minister of Corporate Affairs participating in the event. It is a flagship event of the Government of India. They want youth of this country to be engaged with top 500 companies of this country. So based on the CSR expenditure, we have identified some of the companies, 500 companies, and our youth, be it a 10 pass, be it a graduate, be it a intern, there are some economic criteria that needs to be taken care of. But yes, I also want to please visit this website and get enrolled. We have a couple of days left for registration. You register on the portal and then you get spread this message, and it is most likely that you will get to the internship and you will get the certificate from the Government of India as well as the top 5 companies of the country. So project initiative, we have discussed that, we will not go much on that. So these are some of the proposed activities. Interestingly, BRICS Skill Development Working Group, we use the secretariat for that. This year we will be chairing this committee among the 5 countries that we have under BRICS. And yeah, that is me and my association with FICCI. Those of you, Chirag, thank you so much.
So it's a great job that we are helping you are in the charge of negotiation for the team. At the same time, in the process, we are clearing the questions of students. So we are only on the sir, and there are two once all the questions are assembled, I will be asking questions on behalf of the student to all of you. So, sir, shall we move to the episode, sir, or do you have something to say? Abhishek, sir?
Sir, I will put together Sanjay and Chirag. If you have any questions, please.
It's an honor to listen to Dr. Prasad himself is in industry right now. Kind of a student earlier, now being the leader in the real world and dealing with the corporates. This one to be challenging. Please share your journey with us, and so that student will get to know that how it's work in corporate world. Tara, please come closer to your mic. You are not audible that well. Yes, go ahead.
It's not that so
It's not audible, Tara. Reading of this KTO system correct, we will be talking to Riya Kalwani. Tara, could you join sometime later after correcting your mind? Because we are not able to hear you. So I am going to Riya Kalwani and then I will come back to you on to get the system okay. Now you could speak now because it's fine I believe. Tara, say something. Yeah, it's coming. great team which teaching India after these India in the industry management and the research program and whenever you are doing we prepare feedback, these things you like to take into your lightly that whenever you do that yeah, it's just one of my favorite continue to and get to read on get some from there and get a clarity but I will maximum my time. It will help you result those like whenever you any kind of what we research that will help you now going to going forward how we do the video it's quite thank you so much. One thing I would like to know from you that at your present role, what you actually do. So basically, I handle content from Pyramid, including on the any so they manage on developing and available investment and wherever the business requires the funds. So we try to manage that next 2 days their business are there. We try to get some trading for them the business and getting easy to do whatever we can do that we if you need to raise money from 70 to 2 per day, it's a easy work problem. This is the area which I am working for. Thank you, Tara. Now we will be moving on to VR category. Let us know the student what are your journey and how you came to this stage and what exactly you are doing at this point. Because that is a time all of this professional to let the student know what these people are actually doing in the real world and how challenging it is and how you come to that. To take the inspiration from you, they would learn, they would get the guidance from you so that what attitude you need to have to get into the position where you are in at this point if somebody is interested in the area you are in.
Sir, I am audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yes, you are audible.
Yeah. So, good afternoon, everyone. Respected dignitaries and all my fellow juniors. This is Riya Pinjwani, and I am a qualified company secretary. I have done my graduation from Ma Manikeshwari University, which was previously known as Kalahandi University. And if I go to my schooling, I have done my schooling from Vimla Convent School, and thereafter +2 from Kendriya Vidyalaya Bhavan. And currently I am working in the secretarial department of a non-banking financial company, which is registered with Reserve Bank of India as a NBFC, which is Caspian Debt. And I have joined this in 2024, October 2024. I'm working since then. Yeah. So delving into my career, my journey from my schooling till my newly qualifying company secretary. So, like everyone from childhood, I was an average student, not a brilliant student. So, later on, after going into my +2, I realized compliances. We have Reserve Bank of India compliances. They will be asking some data, regulatory compliances. Caspian being a financial company, there is a lot of regulatory aspect to it. So, and along with it, handling RBI compliances, along with it, I also handle board meeting compliances and general meeting, shareholders meeting, and even we have foreign investors, so dealing with foreign investors also. So sometimes I need to deal with promoters, directors, shareholders. So all of these things come into when all of these things come into picture, we learn a lot that how to develop a leadership skill. For developing the leadership skill, first of all, the thing is that we need to learn as much as we can from our peers. Regarding that, whenever you think that you don't know, suppose we don't know what to do in this case and we are stuck, then don't be ashamed of asking to your seniors. Go them, ask them कि नहीं आ रहा मुझे, please बता दीजिए. Ask them, and everyone is there to help you. So and yeah, mistakes will happen during work. Mistakes will happen. You will think that you will feel sometimes down कि इतना भी नहीं आ रहा, but ऐसा नहीं होता. You will learn with mistakes and you will grow ultimately. So, and one last thing which I will want to convey to each and every student present here is that sometimes after graduation we think that graduation हो गया बस इतना ही बहुत है. That is not enough. I tell you, the world outside is very very competitive, and after graduation reality will hit hard that अब क्या करना है आगे समझ नहीं आ रहा. So I tell each and every student that think from now on, who are there in third year, second year, please think from now on that what do do internship if possible of 2-3 months in our company. Then you will learn the corporate culture. If internship is not possible because of the regular studies, then try researching on different things, learn investment. Yeah, I remember actually sir used to always say that learn investment, stock market investment is very necessary, and it really helped me a lot. Yeah. So, yeah, so I tell each and everyone that please look into your career from now on. Start researching, start what you need to do after graduation. It is very important. And when you will do something or when you will achieve something in life, then you will start looking for jobs after clearing an exam. You will start looking for jobs. At that time also, these things will come, that how to crack an interview, how to deal with your peers and deal with your seniors. Then that you will gradually learn. Just give time to yourself. Yeah, and
Yeah, thank you so much. Your inputs were quite insightful for the student. Your experience, which you said, is beautiful. Letting them know what real worlds look like and how they work in the real world. And Chana also was sharing so many students and how he got into that position. Obviously, Clemens was attending in the process, he was explaining how they deal with this thing. So in this process, we have already taken some students' queries and questions for you students. So my first question goes to Abhishek and sir. The student wanted to know when you are dealing with some verification in that process, it happens that you are telling something and government disagree on it. They don't want to execute what you have in mind. Now, the skill of persuasion is tested there. Now, what kind of strategy you put in to get this executed? How you break this deadlock and proceed with the government and does it?
That's a very interesting question, Shiva, because like interacting with the government, getting things done from the government part is very different. So we don't want to stand alone. We are the ones of industry. So what happens is we don't go directly to the government. What happens is suppose government comes up with certain policy. Let us say it has some idea on taxes. So what they will do is it will come to the industry bodies like CI, association, and they will mention that this is the policy that we want to bring into the country. So what we do is we in turn reach out to all our partner companies and seek their inputs on that. So what happens is we reach out to, we have different committees and we seek inputs from these committees. So we figure out the best recommendation that is in the interest of the nation, in the interest of the government, in the interest of industry, and then get back to the government with certain changes in the policy. So that is how industry body works. Secondly, when you come to the communication is very much critical. You have to be very precise and you have to consider the interest of the government. The government system is a bit tricky when it comes to interacting with the when it comes to interacting with the industry. So what we have is we have a pool of senior industry leaders who represent us in terms of president and vice president. So they lead us. The background is secretariat works, the works on the drafting and everything. But when it comes to interacting directly with the government, it becomes the need and the people of the industry represent people. So currently we have the president of Army, managing director of Army, and he also president of Thynks. What we do is we use such industry leaders to communicate with the ministry. At the same time, we have various we have regulations, we have seminars, we have conferences, we showcase communication channels for these seminars and conferences, we have policy briefs and then submit to the government. That is how we work in terms of influencing the government. Yes, and besides having brief, we have to be direct in terms of communicating. That is how it works.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Now we have a question for Priya Pandwani. One student is asking that what is the biggest mistake you have done so far?
So, biggest mistake, if I say biggest mistake in my professional journey, so in my professional journey, once what happened, we basically do loan documentation sometimes. So what I did, there was a 2 lakh stamp paper. In that, what I did, there was a we usually stamp paper in normally law or legal language, right? That this forms an integral part. But in the 2 lakh stamp paper, I wrote. It was not to be written there, and I wrote it. So thereafter, I realized that it was the biggest mistake. Otherwise, it would have caused a loss of 2 lakh. Thereafter, the banker approved and then it got sorted, but it was the biggest mistake in my professional journey till now, is what I feel. In my journey of study while doing CS, that time what the biggest mistake was that whenever we study for exams, there is an approach. That was approach is that we need to understand how the concept, revising and writing test papers. Because I was not, in my first attempt, I did not do it diligently, because of which I didn't clear that in first attempt. In the second attempt, I learned, I practiced, I revised. Because of that, I cleared. So yeah, so this was my professional and.
Thank you so much for sharing something so clearly and how life changes and how mistake teaches us things and moving forward to that. And Tara, you have also received one question from the student that basically dealing with such a huge amount of money, committing one error could end you in bigger problems like removing one zero. Like let's you are writing checks for let's say 5,000 crores. Has it ever occurred to you that you have done something unknowingly or you to check every point of time when doing such kind of things? Because as I could understand that you are dealing with the department, your borrowings are in terms of thousands of crores. So have you ever experienced like what Riya has gone through? Thank you, Tara. I was sir. One student is asking that you are doing such a beautiful position. Many questions from Odisha and what could be something you have done in your life which has brought to this stage?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Also, dear students, what I was clear from the beginning is that I want to be in the rural development sector. Since after my graduation, since we are from Larbe district and I have very clear in my mind that I want to get into this rural development sector from the beginning. So accordingly, I pursued my master's in government management and I was into the sector. So you got to have the passion for doing anything, any subject that you take, any line of job that you choose. You just want to have the best passion for doing that. And ultimately you will reach to wherever you want to go and wherever you are trying to be. Then you need to have the passion. So I was very much curious, enthusiastic about serving the country. So yes, I support.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we are concluding our sessions. I extend our deepest appreciation to all the panelists, giving you valuable time. I understand that you people wanted to have a second day because all of you are quite occupied and you take care of it. I could see on the section of the office, but Riya, I took you to the given the student demand. Thank you for coming with us and joining and giving you valuable inputs and insights to the students who make your careers successful and progressive in the real world in the years to come. Thank you so much, everybody. Kalahandi University would stay indebted to all of your service. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Dr. Ahmed from this side, I say, sir, Chirag's names will come in, so I'm just thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks to everyone, Odisha sir, Saransa sir, and Riya. Actually, Riya Panjwani is our student. So I hope students, you all have got inspired from her. आप भी आएंगे कभी अच्छे से पढ़ाई करेंगे तो आप भी ऐसे गेस्ट लेक्चर पे आएंगे. Anyway, we shall proceed with our rest of the guests. Now, I request Chirag Jain sir to introduce our next invited guest, FCA Rahul Agarwal. Please.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's my privilege to introduce to a distinguished professional whose expertise and accomplishment have made a significant mark in the field of chartered accountancy. Mr. Rahul Agarwal is a chartered accountant having qualified in the year 2017 with over 8 years of experience, diverse professional experience. He has established himself as a trusted advisor and leader in the field of commerce and chartered accountancy. He began his career with KPMG, one of the globally renowned Big Four multinational consultancy firm. However, his entrepreneurial spirit led him to establish his own consultancy firm in Bhawanipatna, where he has been successfully advising clients globally for the past 5 years. Today, we are fortunate to have him here to share his insight and experience. Please join me in welcoming CA Rahul Agrawal to the stage.
Hello.
Presentation I believe.
Yes.
Would you like to share?
If you allow me, I can. You
Can
know.
you share that and thereafter we will start the
Sure. Let me first. Thank you.
हेलो एवरीवन। तो आप लोग को सीए कोर्स के बारे में क्या मालूम है, मैं पहले आप लोग से जानना चाहूँगा। एनीवन, सीए कोर्स के बारे में क्या मालूम है आप लोग को, बताइए। एनीवन? हाँ प्लीज़।
Sir, it's a course of 5 years almost, where we have to give an exam of foundation, then intermediate, which have 2 groups A and B, and then a final exam which called. After that we can called as a CA. That have also 2 groups A and B. That's it.
ठीक है, पार्टली करेक्ट है। ठीक है, लेट मी स्टार्ट माय प्रेजेंटेशन। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड करो। तो सीए कोर्स लोग इसमें लिखा हुआ है, तो सी वॉज पार्शियली करेक्ट। देखो, पहले सीए फाउंडेशन कोर्स +2 के बाद आप लोग डायरेक्टली रजिस्टर हो सकते हैं सीए कोर्स में। सीए फाउंडेशन अपीयर करेंगे, फिर सीए इंटरमीडिएट, उसके बाद मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट जो मिस आउट हो जाता है आर्टिकल 6, जिसमें प्रैक्टिकल लर्निंग होता है 2 से 3 साल का। पहले तो हम लोग के टाइम में 3 साल हुआ करता था, अभी इसको 2 साल कर दिया गया है। तो इसमें कैसा रहता है, अंडर ए क्वालिफाइड चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट फर्म आपको काम करने का मौका मिलता है। तो इसमें एनर्मस लर्निंग अपॉर्चुनिटी रहता है। उसके बाद फिर यू गो थ्रू द सीए फाइनल एग्जाम एंड देन यू बिकम अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। अच्छा, एक और सीए करने का दूसरा तरीका होता है, आफ्टर 12th नहीं करके आप लोग ग्रेजुएशन के बाद भी कर सकते हैं।